Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Got y'all up close and personal, honey. I got y'all up close and personal, honey. Okay, like, I'm not gonna lie, I don't have ADHD or nothing, but whenever I get on this camera, bitch, I feel like I have ADHD because I be so happy to talk to y'all. I'm like, oh my god, my babies. So we are gonna get straight into this story time about the time where my coworker had a baby on the way. I don't know what I'm gonna title this, but let's get straight into it. Disclaimer, this is a continuation of my McDonald's story time. If you guys have not watched the other McDonald's videos, stop this video, go watch it so you can figure out who this coworker is. And if you guys have been watching the other videos, I know you guys are gonna be like, damn, like this nigga did a lot, guys. My friend Chuck did so much shit, like man, that nigga did a lot. Like, I can't cap. Like, I could tell multiple stories on this nigga, but we just gonna continue with the series, with the McDonald's series. I do feel like I have not told a McDonald's series in such a long time, so I'm very excited to be giving you guys a McDonald's series. Go ahead and grab your popcorn, grab your food. Bitch, I will eat with you, but I gotta tell a story, so let's get started. Now, I don't really remember this story like that, but I do remember the climax, so we just gonna get straight into it. Now, my friend Chuck and me were working the same shift, so like I said, they knew that me and Chuck was cool. So when Chuck would come in, what they would do is they would put Chuck in the front and they'll put me in the back. And I was really good at like collecting money or whatnot, so they would have me in the back taking people's money. I think they would have Chuck in the front taking people's orders. Even then, me and Chuck would play. Like, Chuck, I had the headset, and honestly, I was not supposed to have the headset, but because I knew Chuck was taking orders, bitch, I would go to the back when I would clock in and grab it. Bitch, I would go to the back and I would grab a headset because I just knew that like Chuck was on some BS. So I would grab a headset. I would have a headset in my head, and Chuck would be talking to me through the headset. Only when the managers didn't have the headset. Now, sometimes the managers wore headsets, sometimes they didn't. It was optional. But the days that the managers didn't wear a headset, me and Chuck would be having a whole fucking conversation on that headset. Like, he'll be like, Irene, look at the customer pull it up. Damn, she big. That's what she want to order? Like, he was just childish. And I'll be like, Chuck, you got a big frame. Be like, you cute though, you cute. So I always had a headset. Now, on this very, very specific day, I remember coming up to the front of the registers. I don't even remember why I came up to the front, but guys, tell me why my old bus driver was in the lobby ordering food. So when I came to the front, I didn't notice him in the beginning. I just talked to the manager about something, and all I hear is that Irene? Is that Irene? So I'm like, who calling my name like that? I see it was my old bus driver. He used to drive our bus when I was in 9th grade, when I went to my old high school before I transferred to my new one. This was one of the best bus drivers that I've ever, like, y'all, let me tell y'all, bitch, y'all know how they said, whatchamacallit, y'all know that show called The Magic School Bus? Bitch, we was the hip-hop, the ghetto school bus. That nigga was so ghetto. He used to sell drugs to the kids on the school bus. I remember one time he got so high and he forgot to come and pick us up. We were at the bus stop all morning. Like, this nigga was mad cool. Like, when I say cool, I mean, like, this is one of the best bus drivers ever. Like, we used to get on the bus and we used to be rapping. We used to be freestyling. I remember he used to say we could fight. He used to say, if anybody got an issue on the bus, y'all can duke it out here. I would not snitch on y'all. I know y'all looking like, girl, what type of shit is this? But I'm not gonna lie. Just think about the time when you were in 9th grade, or if you are in 9th grade now. That shit is fun. It's kind of sounds a little crazy now, but back then, that bus was just too fun. Like, he used to let us just do anyhow. There were no rules on the bus. The only rule on that bus was to have fun. When I seen them, I got excited. I'm like, hey, he said, my nigga. Like, so he said, hey, so I dabbed him up and everything. And my manager looked irritated. Like, she was looking at him like, And so I said, what's going on? Because I could already kind of peep something was going on. And he was like, man, she keep fucking with me. Like, she keep fucking with me. And I told her not to fuck with me. I got money, nigga. He started pulling out a whole bunch of racks. He's like, yeah. So I'm like, I'm trying to, like, I want to go like, yeah with him. But bitch, I want a job. You feel me? Like, I'm like, in my head, I'm like, yeah. Like, bitch, when I clock out, I'm gonna go, yeah. I don't really remember. I'm not gonna make up a story. I would never make up a story on this here channel. So please don't ever come to me and be like, oh, Irene, you're lying in your stories. I do not. Bitch, if I don't remember, I don't say it. But I do not remember what they got into it over. But I don't know if, like, it has something to do with money, because JJ pulled out a whole bunch of racks and he was like, I got money, the fuck, but you ain't gonna play me. I'm pretty sure she tried to charge him for some sauce or some shit. That was like what everybody used to get mad at. That manager, I got a story time for her later on. I ain't like her ass either. She was not like, she wasn't, she started off cool. She just started getting very annoying very quick, and that's a whole nother story for a different day. But I did not like her, and it was around that time where I started disliking her. She told me, she was like, you can go to the back now. She was a little Hispanic lady. She was like, you can go to the back now. I'm looking at her like, you don't tell me what to do, because I was talking to another manager about something. Like, I came up to the front for an actual reason. I didn't come up to the front to play, so don't sit up here and say, you can go to the back now. I mean, bitch, I know I can. I have legs. The fuck? So I went to the back. I'm taking orders, I'm chilling. All of a sudden, I seen Chuck come to the back. And I'm looking at Chuck like, what you doing back here? Because me and Chuck used to play a lot, they always used to tell Chuck, do not go to the back unless you're going on break, or unless you're going to get something, like, unless we tell you to go to the back. Stay up here in the front. I don't want you. And me and Chuck used to play, man. Like, I'm not even gonna lie. So when Chuck came to the back, Chuck looked very scared. Like, when I tell y'all, I have never seen Chuck look like this a day in my life. Like, Chuck looked scared. He looked like him. So I seen him and I was like, what you doing here in the back? And he was like, man, I think I fucked up. I'm like, what you mean? He's like, Irene, man, I think I fucked up. So I'm asking, I'm like, how? And he was asking me stuff like, do you got the key to the exit? Now let's pause. And y'all know that if you work at the, you know, a fast food, you know what I'm talking about. Y'all know the room where they have all the storage, like the sauce, where they wash the dishes, everything. Y'all know they have an exit door, but y'all know that you have to have a key to go through that exit door. Chuck was asking me if I knew anyone who had the key. So I said the managers, like, you know, why would they not? Now, the managers would keep the key on their belt. The managers would not keep it in the office, so, like, nobody, you know, could have so none of us could go in the office and basically take it. And so I was like, the managers, and I called the lady's name, the one who told me I could go to the back. I was like, such and such has it. Go ask from her. He's like, I can't, bro, I can't. I'm like, okay. Mind you, I'm trying to talk to Chuck and still, like, you know, take people's money and stuff. So I'm taking people's money. I'm not thinking anything of it, but I do see him getting very antsy. Like, he looked very scared. So I asked him, I'm like, what's wrong with you? He was like, man, it's too much for me to even tell you right now, bro. I got to get out of here. So I'm like, what's going on? Now, at this point, bro, when Chuck said he had to get out of here, bro, I knew some shit was popping off. Like, I just knew something in the front was going on. But because we were so busy that day, I could not come back up to that front. You get what I mean? We were just too busy that day. So he was like, man, I gotta go, man. Like, I don't know. I said, Chuck, if you gotta go, go. Because I kept asking what's going on, and he kept ignoring. So I told him, I'm like, Chuck, if you gotta go out through the front door. He's like, I can't go there, bro. I can't go there. He walks up to the front. He doesn't walk all the way up to the front. He walks up a little bit, and he kind of goes like this, and then he runs back to the back. All I hear is, nigga, we see you. Nigga, we see you. So, at this point, I'm like, I ain't gonna lie, y'all, bitch. I don't give a fuck how busy we were. I stopped working. I said, oh, don't worry. You will get your food, but bitch, like the candy, it ain't gonna be now. It's gonna be later. Because, bitch, whatever's going on in here is pure entertainment, and I want to see. So at this point, Chuck ran to the back. Like, when I say ran, I mean he ran. He was like, I gotta get out of here. I gotta get out of here. I'm over here thinking that, like, Chuck ran into some gang problems, because Chuck was a gangbanger. But, like, just knowing Chuck, like, Chuck was never scared. like that. Like, I can't describe it. Like, Chuck, like, I've seen Chuck in some shit, you feel me, and I have not seen him scared like that. Now let me backtrack and let me tell y'all a story. Chuck used to tell us about all the girls he was messing with and stuff like that. There was this one girl that he had messed with, and he told me, he was like, Irene, man, like, I nutted in her. So I had told Chuck, I had said, what did I tell Chuck? I told Chuck, I'm like, okay, like, did you not go get her a plan B? Like, what, did you get her anything? And he was like, man, nah, I didn't get her nothing. And then I guess like a month later, she texted him and told him that she was pregnant. And Chuck, being the BS nigga that he is, he blocked her number. So I was telling him, like, you're not gonna, like, you know, figure out a way to see if y'all gonna do an abortion, or if y'all gonna co-parent, like, you just gonna block the girl. He was like, I don't know what to do. Like, I don't have time for no kids. Like, Chuck was a fuckboy. So keep that in your head. At this point, bitch, the reason why I stopped working is because my managers stopped working. They were not even, my managers was at the belt, like, collecting the food, putting it in the bag and giving it to the person to give out to the window. But bitch, my manager stopped doing that. I just see my manager like this. So bitch, is she like this? Bitch, I'm like this. Bitch, we're like this. Bitch, we're all like this. Bitch, I stopped working. The fuck, bitch, it's time to play. I walked up to the front, bitch. I tried to walk up simultaneously. I ain't try to do it like, you know, like I was ready for the beat. Bitch, I walk up to the front of the lobby. Bitch, I thought it was a barbecue going on. Bitch, I thought it was a motherfucking family reunion going on. I cannot lie to y'all. It was a good like 10 to 15 people in that lobby. And they all look angry. When I say angry, I mean fucking angry. When I walked up, and y'all know me, I don't know how to mind my business. So I said, what's the issue? They screaming, where that nigga Chuck at? Where that nigga Chuck at? The person who's screaming where that nigga Chuck at, he looked like an older man. He looked very, he looked older. He did not look like our age. He was very tall. He was very built, like he was built, and he looked like he could be my daddy, like no cap. So I'm not gonna tell you where Chuck is. So I was just like, what's going on? And he said, tell that nigga to bring his ass over here right the fuck now, or it's gonna be some motherfucking problems in this motherfucking store. At this point, the manager, the one who I didn't like, she tried to come up and say, sir, you cannot come. He said, shut the fuck up. I said, I didn't like her. I was like, yeah, ho, like, shut up. Like, bitch, I can't tell you to shut up, but bitch, shut up. He ain't talking to you, ho, shut up. So he said, shut the fuck up. Now, she was scared. There was a lady next to the older guy. It looked like his wife. Like, she was trying to calm him down. She was like, calm down. He's like, nah. Tell me why the older man said, don't look at me and think I'm old. I ain't about that life. Niggas gonna die tonight. Who gonna die? Not me. Not I. I'm looking like, I went from like thinking that this shit was funny to like thinking, what? Like, I'm getting scared from my friend. I'm like, what? Like, what did he get himself into that he got beef with old heads? So all I'm hearing is commotion. I'm like, tell that nigga, I'm hearing, tell that nigga come out now. And it's not just like the older guy. Now it's people behind him. It's like other men with them. It's girls my age. Like, everybody's mad. Meanwhile, I'm in the front. Chuck is still in the back. So I went to the back because my manager was like, tell Chuck that he gotta go because like he causing too much mess here. You know, tell Chuck he gotta go with them. I'm like, go with who? Like, who are these people? Why would Chuck go with them? And my manager's like, just tell Chuck he gotta go. Like, she was like, she didn't say she didn't care, but she basically said, I don't care if he go with them. I don't care if he go home, but Chuck gotta leave. Cause like, now at this point, we're not taking orders no more. Everybody in the drive-thru is hearing what's going on. People that are at the window are looking with their eyes big. People in the lobby are looking like it was just bad. Went to the back and I had told Chuck, I was like, I told Chuck, I was like, you gotta go. And so I told, he was like, man, I don't know what to do. So I said, who are these people? And so he told me, he was like, you remember the time where I had told you that I had nutted in that girl and she told me she was pregnant and I blocked her? I was like, yeah. He said, that's her mama and that's her daddy. And I guess the people behind them was all her family. This bitch had a big family. It's like, and that's her family. I was like, oh, wow. Wow. I said, so what's going on? Well, apparently this girl hid her pregnancy from her parents, the whole pregnancy, until she went into labor, because she was scared, and because she didn't know how to tell her parents that she was pregnant. Now, this girl was big, so I'm guessing the parents thought that she just gained weight. I'm guessing the parents were probably thinking, what is baby girl eating? Baby girl be getting bigger. No, bitch, baby girl got a baby inside of her. Baby girl got a baby girl inside of her at that, because she had a girl. I'm so messy, y'all. Do y'all like it? I'm guessing the girl went into labor, and her parents kept like asking her after whose child is this. And I guess she went and told them. And I guess she told them that she told him that she was pregnant, and he blocked her. And I'm guessing they got irritated and they went to the store to go confront him. Now, this girl was 16 years old, 15 or 16. Chuck was like 17, I think. Yeah, he was 17. So I guess they were very angry at Chuck, like on some, like, they were angry at everyone. They was angry at her. They were angry at Chuck. They came to the store to tell him that his ass was going to come for the delivery of the baby. These motherfuckers came to the store and forced someone to come to see his child be born, basically. So Chuck comes up to the front. And now that Chuck comes up to the front, I'm guessing that the dad seen that Chuck was scared, because Chuck was like, he just looked very scared. So the dad was like, man, we ain't gonna hurt you. He said, but one thing I don't do, I don't play with niggas playing with my kids. He was like, this girl said that you knocked her up and she told you she was pregnant and you blocked her. Well, guess what? She's in the hospital right now and you are about to watch your baby be born. Bitch, I can't lie. I felt like I was in a Lifetime movie, but guess what, bitch? Lifetime won't even accept this script. This shit was ghetto. Everybody was looking like... Chuck was even looking like that. Managers were looking like that. So the man said, I ain't taking no for an answer. He said, it's either you come and you watch your baby be born, or shit gonna pop off in this store. He said, because I'm angry than a motherfucker that this girl hid this pregnancy from me. And he said, and I'm angry at you too, that you couldn't pull out or use protection. That's exactly what he told him. So Chuck just looked at me. Like, when I tell you, me and Chuck, we were very close. Like, when I say close, like, I was kind of like a sister to him, no cap, even though he tried to mess with me. But like, in a way, I was a sister to him. So Chuck just looked at me like on some like, what do I do type shit. And so I was just like, give me a second, let me go talk to him, and like, I promise you, like, just let me talk to him. So they let me talk to him. So he was like, man, I don't know what to do. Like, he just looked very scared. I said, Chuck, just go with them. And Chuck was scared because you got to think about it like this. And mind you, Chuck didn't have a car. So like, when they meant go with them, they meant like he was going to be in their car. It wasn't going to be, oh, Chuck drives behind them, or like, no, Chuck was going with them. So Chuck was telling me, I don't know what to do, man. Like, you know, like, Chuck was like, I just don't know what to do. Like, I don't want to, like, this man just seems so angry. I don't want to get in the car with him. And, like, he tries to, like, do some shit to me type shit. Like, help, what should I do? I said, Chuck, I said, I don't think this man is going to hurt you, being that you are the father of his daughter's child. I think he just wants you to come to the hospital. I think he's very angry that this girl hid this pregnancy for 9 months from them. I think he's angry at the fact that she's just now telling them how she got pregnant, and the fact that you blocked her. And I think one day, let me stop this right here. One day, some random girl came up to the store and was asking for Chuck. She asked me for Chuck. And I was like, Chuck is not working today. And she was telling me that, like, do I know when he works? Now, y'all know at any job, y'all are not authorized to tell any customer when an employee works again. So I told her straight up, because my manager was right there. My manager wasn't there, bitch. I would have told her when he works. But she was one of them. It was the same manager that I didn't like. The one who, like, she tried to pick up on everything so she could collect evidence. So she was looking at me, waiting for me to tell the girl, like, you know, we're not authorized to tell you, blase, blase. So I told her that. And the girl looked very frustrated. Like, she looked very, very frustrated. That was the girl. So this girl came to the job several times, because my other coworker said she came. So she came to the job several times, and I heard that the one time that she came to the job, Chuck ran to the back and told everyone to tell her that he wasn't here, and everyone told her that he wasn't here. So the girl came to the job several times to try to like get him to, I guess, like, you know, take ownership, like you got me pregnant type shit. Chuck was still like dodging her. I told him straight up, I said, the dad not gonna hurt you unless you go with him. I said, if you don't go with him, that motherfucker gonna tear you up. That's how I'm feeling. So Chuck went with him, and they had a beautiful baby girl. He was there for the birth. He signed the birth certificate. I think he cut the umbilical cord. I was asking him how it was riding with them. He said that the dad just looked very mad, and the dad was just asking him questions like, when did y'all have sex, and where did y'all have sex at, and I didn't even know my baby girl was having sex. And he just looked so irritated. The dad looked so mad, as he should. This girl is 15, 16 years old having kids. He even told the parents she was pregnant and got away with it for 9 months. That's crazy. Yeah, like it was just crazy, to say the least. Like, it was just mad crazy. Did Chuck end up taking care of that kid? No, Chuck can't take care of that damn kid. I remember one time, you know, me, Chuck, and this other girl busted back. If you guys watch my other story time, you guys will know who Busted Back is. But me, Chuck, and Busted Back, we all used to hang out. We used to smoke. We used to eat. We just used to smoke and eat and talk shit, basically. And so one day, Chuck's phone kept blowing up. Mind you, this is months later. This is like 2-3 months later. And he's like, man, my baby mama keep calling me. And I was like, why is she calling you? He's like, man, I don't know why. So I was like, just answer. He was like, I don't want to talk to her. I'm like, just answer. So she was calling, and she was like, you need to come and take care of your child. Da, da, da. So I told Chuck one day, I'm like, come on, let's go to her house and let's see your child. Because he told me that he don't really have time to see the child like that, but he be giving her money. Hey, Chuck is a liar. When we pulled up to that house, the girl exposed him to us, to me and Busted Back. The girl told us that he does not take care of that child. She said that when he comes to her house, he runs upstairs and plays PlayStation with her brother. She had a younger brother, and the boy runs upstairs and play PlayStation with her brother. And yeah, that's just really the ending of this story. Chuck never took care of the child. I mean, Chuck can't take care of the child right now because I don't want to say why he can't, because that's a whole nother story, and I want to, like, you know, save that. But Chuck can't physically take care of the child right now. His family does, though. His family takes care of that kid, and it's a beautiful little girl. I seen her the other day. Not the other day, it was a while ago. I seen her a while ago. She's very pretty, very, very beautiful. And that's another thing. Chuck was trying to deny the baby. Chuck was trying to say that wasn't his child. Y'all, that baby looked just like Chuck. The baby, I don't even see the girl in the baby. I just seen Chuck. And I wasn't the only one who said it. Everyone said it. So yeah, guys, that's the story time about how my coworker knocked some girl up and her parents came to the job to square up with him. I don't know what I'm gonna title this, because this is a crazy ass story time, but I just want to let y'all know, y'all, I know I said it before, but bitch, McDonald's was a playground. McDonald's was not McDonald's. McDonald's was a playground. Like, so much shit happened at that job, y'all. I don't even know what I'm gonna title this, but this was one of my shorter story times, but I do still hope and pray you guys enjoyed it much as I did. I can't lie, bitch, I was scared for Chuck, but at the same time, that shit was too funny. I'm sorry. Thank you for stopping by, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye, guys.